Nation, welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. Do we have a fun one today? We found out some news yesterday. Now, this happened yesterday. So the NFL has approved the number 0 on jerseys for the 2023 season. Now, I found this from CBS Sports, and it says here the Houston Oilers receiver Ken Burrow, I guess his name is, Burrow, was the last player to wear it in 1973. I've also mentioned here too Jim Otto, the famous player for the Raiders, the center. He wore double zeros back in the day. So some intriguing news that the NFL is allowing to wear 0. I don't know what other players besides Calvin Ridley will wear 0. I'm not too sure what Steelers, if a Steeler player will even make the change with their number, or if a new draftee will make it. But Jim Otto was a center for the Oakland Raiders. Played over 15 seasons, and I'm not a Raiders fan, but there's a little bit of short history. He wore double zeros back in the day, and some intriguing news, right? But I did do some research. Steeler Nation. There's one player in the Pittsburgh Steelers history that has worn 0 back in the day, very long ago, right? And this player is, and I found this article via Steelers Now, but if you do a Google search, you'll be able to find it, right? The only Pittsburgh Steelers player to ever wear 0 was Johnny Clement, who wore it from 1946 to 48 and was nicknamed Mr. Zero. He played in 25 games for Pittsburgh, threw 228 times, completing 86 for 1,600 yards, 11 touchdowns, and he also ran for 239 times for 991 yards, 7 scores, and he served as a kicker and the punter, right? But he's now passed away, of course, because he was born in 1919, which is what, almost 100 years ago. 100 years ago. That's crazy, right? So John Lewis Clement, Mr. Zero, he was drafted by the Chicago Cardinals in the 4th round, 28th overall in the 1940 first NFL draft. 1941 NFL draft, way back in the day. Way back in the day, right? Played 47 games, over 3,226 yards. According to Pro Football Reference, 20 touchdowns and 39 interceptions, right? And he played for Pittsburgh. He was the first player in Pittsburgh to wear number 0 in 1946. He wore number 0 to, I think, 1948 here. And so he started off in Chicago Cardinals in 1941. So that's so weird. In 1941, he played for the Chicago Cardinals in 1941. I guess, was it the World War? Hang on. There was World War II, right? When was World War II? World War II was what? 1944? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So World War II was 1939 to 1945, around that time. So he was a Cardinal in 1941. The World War II happened, or was happening, and then coming out of that in 1946, he went to the Pittsburgh Steelers when he was 27 years old, played there for 3 years, wearing the number 0. So there's some history for you, right? There's some history for you. But it's not over yet, because we don't know. We don't know if the Steelers players will wear 0. Only one player, like I said, it was Johnny Clement. Sorry, how do I pronounce his name? Johnny Clement wore it from 1946 to 48, so Mr. 0. Now, we don't know if the Pittsburgh Steelers will be wearing it. I'm not too sure who's going to, any active players or any draftees or free. I'm not too sure if that's going to happen. However, I did find this funny. And I'm legit thinking about this. I am legit thinking about buying these. I saw on the internet, because I love the internet, man. I was scrolling through Twitter and I typed in Super Bowl 0. I typed in jersey 0, and it came up with a Bills jersey. I legit, like dead set, I'm thinking about, if I get a bit of spare coin, I know, you know what though, but then you got to buy a Bengals jersey. Do you wear it? Do you want to buy a Browns jersey? But if I had to buy a jersey, this would be the only one I would buy. It would be Super Bowls 0. on the back. I think that'd be fantastic, right? Because the memes, man, the memes are coming out crazy. I did send a tweet away with the same picture to the Browns and to the Bengals, trying to get a 2-for-1 deal. But yeah, that is something that I would probably do if I had a bit of spare coin. I don't want to waste too much money on a Bengals jersey. Don't want to waste too much money on a Browns jersey, right? I only ever wear black and gold. But that is something if I had a bit of spare coin, if I won a bet or something like that, I'd put money aside. And yeah, I just think, honestly, I just think it would be funny to send that. Like, I think people will do it, to be honest. I think people will do that. I think people will send that because what you do is you go onto the Cincinnati Bengals website, you go into to the Cleveland Browns website, and you type in any name, right? It's type in any name, it says type in any number. And when you do that, it comes up with the customization of these two things. So I would be I would be a bit surprised actually if the companies who created those jerseys would even allow that. I reckon they would probably come back with an email saying, "Sorry, sir, we can't allow you to nickname it Super Bowls and zero," even though it's quite funny. But that might be something in the future that I could look into. And those are the only two jerseys I would ever buy. Would be a Bengals Super Bowls jersey, zero, and a Browns Super Bowls jersey, zero. Fantastic. Anyways, guys, that's the episode for today. Later on, I think in about an hour's time or 2 hours time, we're going live and we're doing a live show. So that's going to be fantastic. So yeah, thanks guys for checking out the video. Should I get this? Should I go and get a Bengals Super Bowls zero jersey and a Browns Super Bowls zero? Because look, they've never won one. We've won 6. They've won 0. So that to me is fantastic. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in about, I think, 2 hours time. All right. I'll see you later. How good's that?